film.
We have such sights to show you.
Welcome back to the Double Mimi View It, a horror podcast. I'm Jesse Spitzer.
And I'm Jerry.
And we are concluding our top 10 list of the movies of 2025, horror movies specifically.
Favorites?
Yeah, favorite movies, not best, but our favorites. We just did 10 through 6 with the last episode, so let's just jump right back into it. And I believe you were up.
I will be going first. My number 5. This is one that when I saw it, I absolutely loved it, and because it was almost like I was. After I had quietly not been the biggest supporter of Longlegs, and then the Monkey, Oscar Perkins. I was trying to be dramatic and reveal it. I loved every frame of this movie.
Yeah,
from the beginning, from the immediately telling you that this is going to be gory and stupid, and it's going to have no holds barred. I loved everything about it. I've watched it like 3 times for no reason outside of the fact that I just wanted to watch it again. It is based on a Stephen King short story about a cursed toy monkey. But when it falls into your when you own it, bad things happen to people around you, not to you, and you can't tell who's going to happen to, but bad things around you. This was such a this is what I thought Final Destination had evolved into before seeing the new one. This is what I thought. It's basically it's a Gorno. It's a splat stick comedy. It has my favorite director cameo, and the kills in this one. This is weird because in a year of hardcore horror drama, we have 2 films that just celebrate the kills, which we haven't seen. A couple actually that celebrate the kills that kind of make it be fun again to get the red dye number 5 out. You know. What do you think of the Monkey?
Yeah, so this is one that you were kind of hounding me to watch because it was on my radar. I was familiar with the short story, which is way more tame.
Okay, yeah.
I was actually a little bit. I was like, I like the short, but I was like, I don't know. Can you make a movie out of this? Like, unless they do something real weird and crazy with it, and then they did something real weird and crazy with it, and I loved it. Yeah. This is definitely a turnoff for a lot of people because it is so over the top and silly. I think this goes like more silly bonkers mode than like Final Destination ever really did.
Yeah, because these are all cartoon characters.
Yeah,
in the Monkey, whereas Final Destination, you do give a hoot about the characters, and this one you care, but you are kind of waiting for them to see what happens to them. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, I love this movie too, and
you had it at
Number 8.
So yeah, we're both in love with this one.
Yep. Just so much fun. You go into it knowing nothing, and it's just great. I think a lot of the like the fun kills ended up kind of going viral on social media and stuff. And I don't know. Yeah, it's just a great time. It's just a really fun series
in a year with this many Stephen King adaptations. I do feel kind of weird, or like not embarrassed, but like that it was my top Stephen King adaptation in a year that has The Long Walk and Life of Chuck, and actual like this big important Stephen King ones, Running Man. And I'm still like I like the one where they have the sushi and the hibachi, and and none of the kills are better than none of the kills are any better than Final Destination movies. There is no the Rube Goldberg device.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Goonies levels of intricacy. But it's just fun. What is without trying to spoil the whole movie, which we're not going to? What is your favorite kill in the movie?
Probably the opening.
Opening is great. Yeah. The harpoon.
Because it really sets the tone. Because I went into this completely. I didn't know tonally anything. I knew, like I said, I knew the short, and that was pretty much it. So, you got what's his name?
Adam Scott.
Yeah, who we talk about all the time on this podcast. I'm realizing.
Is that more than you think you would? Yeah.
Yeah. The opening with him, it's so good, and it's a lot of fun. What about you?
And it's weird. I had just seen. I dug up Hellraiser 4 the like the bootleg cut that was on the collection list. I had just seen Adam Scott as a bad French bad guy in the opening of that when I saw The Monkey. So yeah, he comes up too often. Mine is I feel kind of, because I laugh so hard at it. It's the off-screen death. It's when one character tells another character, "Hey, I'm not going anywhere," and then bam, smash cut to his funeral.
Yeah.
And I've never laughed so hard at a funeral in a movie ever. And it was one of those ones in a movie with bees attacking you and hibachi and just bowling balls and just smear. When I was laughing at that one stupid hard, and people around me looked at me, and I'm like, come on, you got to laugh at yours. And that's the director. And he did it.
Yeah. It's the editing joke.
It's just so good. And then we could almost do as far as 2025 being such a stellar year, we could have had a Stephen King of 2020. That'd be one of those years to talk about, like 84, 85, and of movies like just great movies back then.
Mm-hmm.
But I think 2025 is going to stand out. But we could have a paper written on Stephen King in 2025 with Welcome to Derry, everything that he's done this last year. Would be cool. All right, moving on, dear sir.
My number 5, which we were just talking about a little bit, goes kind of hand in hand with The Monkey. I think was Final Destination, Bloodlines, I believe.
Bloodlines.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Final Destination. I even love the bad ones.
A bad Final Destination is still better.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Hold on, your internet, or someone's internet just. Okay, what were you saying there? You got cut off.
A bad Final Destination is still better than most attempts at being a fun horror movie.
Yeah.
I am team 1 and 2 being the best. I haven't seen. Is there 5? There's 6 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Someone spoiled 5 for me, so I've been holding off until I forget how it happens to watch it again.
Yeah.
So when you had this one on your pre-list, I'm like, oh, I should see it. But again, and I was stupid. I was closed-minded. And I thought, oh, well, I'll skip that one. I know this year has got such great things on it. We watched this one like at, for me, midnight, which is like, 9:00 at night. And it brought back Final Destination 2 being paranoid when you hit pause in the middle and you go pee. And you're like, oh, yeah, that shower curtain's going to fall off and strangle me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to flush. It's going to hit a short. And it wasn't even like you're dreaming. It's like, I don't want to flush, but I have to because I want to stay married. But absolutely, this one, I'm so glad it's on your list. I probably would have put off watching it. I enjoyed every minute. The beginning, if you're watching the show or listening, you know that the setup is going to be there's an accident in the beginning of it. Someone survives, they go back, and then they have to avoid death for the whole movie.
Yep.
This thing's starting up like 60 years in the past, and I'm like, oh, what's this? And then so when she blinks, and then it's her granddaughter. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
And I was so happy. I didn't know it was going to be, because I was thinking, oh, it's going to be set in the past. And we're going to have this sort of like, we're going to go through Derry kind of thing. It's going to be a flashback. That'd be kind of neat. It starts something different. And it goes to the future or to the present day. I was so happy. I had no idea when they explained it to me. I didn't care that they're just spoon feeding me the whole plot.
Yeah.
All I knew about this movie was the trailer with the tattoo shop, which was a great trailer. It has piercings and the impending doom and all the stuff happening. So when it gets to the movie, that scene, I'm like, okay, now I care about the character. He's in the tattoo shop. He's getting the chain on his the piercing, and it's going to pull him up, and it's going to happen. And then when it happens differently, I was so happy that it just lied to me. The greatest marketing ever is to lie to you. And actually the marketing might have actually kicked it because I thought it was just a standard movie, but the fact they gave you a switcheroo on that. Yeah. Just absolute. And this is weird. I wanted to ask you after this, but now I'm going to ask you during because we're recording.
Sure.
It's a weird. I've never had a Final Destination where I was sad during it. I'm not saying I actually broke tears, but certain characters when they pass, and usually these movies are full of funerals kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there's actual times where you are sad at the story and the pressure of it and certain characters going through this. And it's almost like you felt kind of bad. It reminded me of like, if like A24 had done it, or if it had been like Elevated, which is a shit word.
Yeah.
But I was like, it kind of had in a year of sad horror movies, this kind of had that bit. Cause like certain, again, this is one you got to go in knowing who's going to make it and not going to make it. But the question, the real fun is, I mean, everyone, this is how they get it.
Yeah.
And to not say how they get it. But there's certain ones when it happens, I'm like, I actually felt something.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm dead inside. What are you thinking about?
Well, yeah. So I think this movie makes three big changes to the franchise that make it work so well. Number one, it changes the tone. Like we're still pretty grounded, but it is pretty silly. It's got fake out, like great fake outs and stuff. It's just like a more fun, light movie, I think. Compared to some of those other ones, they get very like kind of caught up in like, oh, death is coming for you, and it's all, you know. I like the second thing is the theme of like family, which I think is why, you know, what you were saying. There's like moments in this where it's like, oh, I'm actually kind of sad. It's because it's like it's affecting a family, so it's more personal to everybody and everything, which I think is really cool. It's great. I don't want to spoil the twist on, but there's like a great little twist in there about family. And
That was smart. That's what I'm thinking of. That was such a smart storytelling kind of thing. Because instead of like breaking the rules, it kind of take a step and hit pause. And this is going to be, if we were doing a family drama, here's this bit. And I'm like, oh, then the sadness there too. Him having to deal with that. Them having to deal with that.
Yeah. And I said three things, and I don't know what the third thing was. So
Tony Todd in this one broke my heart.
Yeah.
And I loved how he tied into they tied him into it just being the scary guy in the basement, like in the other ones. And him up there talking was just like, oh, it just reminded me how great he is. Great he was, you know?
Yep.
But yeah, that was just such a, and he just has the power, even when he's not doing the greatest on screen. He just, everyone's watching him, you know? Yeah. And it didn't stop. It wasn't like the movie didn't stop and everyone, okay, here's his cameo. It was like he was in the movie. It wasn't just it wasn't paying tribute to him. I mean, it was, but it wasn't just doing it for fan service. He had a very important part in this one.
Yeah, and they did great. They did a great job of tying him into the story and because it's the same character he's been playing since the first one, which is really cool that they like kind of turned around. Oh, I remember the third thing I was going to say is that they switched the formula.
I was hoping if I stalled long enough.
Yeah, the formula of just like, oh, it's no longer a group of people survived something. Now it's like somebody survived something, and then years later, like, you know, they have no idea even about the original event. But yeah, it's really cool. It was a really cool movie. It's a great way to take a movie that has been made so many times within its own franchise, but then outside of it's been copied so many times and stuff, and they were able to make it new and fresh, and loved it.
Oh, and it's rewatchable because now I want to watch not just it again. I want to watch the whole series again to see if everything follows. You know, anyone can.
You said you still haven't seen 5?
I haven't seen. I think maybe I've skipped 4 and 5.
4 you can,
or I can't remember. I want to do all of them because my wife's only seen the first 3, and we've watched 1 and 2 like last year, so we can kind of start with 3, 4, 5, and then this one. Just because I'm a completist and I can't not. So.
I'm a big defender of 3. I even like 4. I don't think it's very great, but it has a lot of fun kills in it. And then 5 is genuinely really good.
Yeah, and see, someone's ruined. It's got to be the ending of 5 that's ruined for me.
Yeah. So
I need to go into that one. And I mentioned to my wife that the twist at the end, and then I'm like, oh, even not saying it, knowing there's a twist, I have to like just be quiet for, you know, let it sit there, go fallow for like 6 months, and then bring it up, and then she can go, this is the one you mentioned, and then yeah.
To be fair, it really doesn't ruin the movie. It's a reveal that happens like maybe 5 minutes before the credits. So it's not.
It's one of those things where I know it's a joyous reveal. It's like it's kind of like the deliciousness of Tony Todd's character in this one. When he walks on, we're like, I know he's supposed to. Oh, this it's an epiphany. It's all gone together.
Yep.
This was. And I wanted to again, but flat out, thank you for like putting on your list so I would watch it when I did and not look like a complete, dirtbag. And I do love how by pure luck, the Monkey and Destination are on the same tier, number 5.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Oh, and also I thought the subtitle was terrible, like Final Destination Bloodline. Again, it's a Hellraiser subtitle. It's one of the ones when you have nothing else to say, but it's actually the story.
It's pretty accurate.
Literally, they're like, hey, Jason, don't poop on it until you know we had a reason. I was wrong again.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
My number 4, we'll talk about later on because it is Sinners. Mr. Spitzer probably he has it a little higher as he probably should. So we'll pop on to this is your number 4.
Yeah, my number 4 we'll also talk about later because my number 4 was Bring Her Back.
Okay, and then we're gonna the format here is silly. My number 3 is Weapons. I look forward to talking to this about you because we've not said it on the show yet.
Yeah.
And then so number 3, dear
So
sir.
my number 3, and I think we're done with skips for now.
You're all number passes. Yeah.
My number 3 was Companion. This movie blew me away. The trailer is so good. This is one of those things where the trailer tells you exactly what this movie is going to be. Mm-hmm. But it's such a good. It's just so good that it doesn't really ruin it. I don't know. If you like the tone of this trailer, you're gonna love the movie. It's about. I don't even know. I almost feel like if you haven't seen it, go in completely blind.
This is what I'm gonna say because for me, the trailer, Companion was on my alternate list on my honorable mentions just because of the trailer. Because I went in and I'm going and I was and it is. Let's not say anything because maybe people haven't seen that one because didn't do super crazy good.
Yeah.
But the trailer, it's a weird thing because if you saw the trailer and you like it, you're going to enjoy it. Mm-hmm. You're going to love it. If you haven't seen the trailer, for me, because I had seen it and I was like, oh, I wish I'd gone in blind. There's
me too.
Silly things throughout. Like I wish I didn't know, which is like I like the Final Destination. I put it on there, or I should have I did put it on there. I enjoyed it so much because the trailer didn't ruin it for me. It was actually like a misdirect. This one I would have loved to have not known because there's still surprises along the theme.
Yeah,
but I wish I had not known the world I was going into. Mm-hmm. But again, it's kind of like Abigail,
yes,
the vampire ballerina one. I would not have watched a movie about home invasion and a little kid.
Yeah,
because even it's supposed to be like Laugh Riot. I needed to know it was about vampires.
Yep. That's how I feel about what was it, 10 Cloverfield Lane, where it's like I really would have loved this movie more if it didn't have the Cloverfield name attached to it, but I probably wouldn't have seen it.
I wouldn't have sat through it. The third one, the same way. I wouldn't have sat and watched it if I didn't know Cloverfield was somewhere in the title. Yeah. But Companion is making I love the cast. Say it right now.
Yes.
Top, bottom, everybody in this thing is like they could if whereas like Mike Flanagan has his ensemble where he goes around the same actor. I would love this cast and this director to go on and do more stuff, not in the same world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who's your MVP of this?
Probably would be I always forget his name, but the guy from The Boys.
Oh,
I don't know.
Quaid. Jack Quaid.
Yes, Jack Quaid. Yeah.
So you're cooler than me. I know he's the guy from Star Trek Lower Decks.
Okay.
I know that's where I know him from. Yeah, but he's good as I'm still Sophie Thatcher is just anything she's done lately. Between this, Heretic, I'm a big Yellow Jackets guy.
You love Yellow Jackets.
Was she in Boogeyman too?
Yep.
Or Boogeyman also. Yep. And I thought that just she's gonna come. She's like the new Jamie Lee. Yeah. That's a big statement. Yeah. Jack Quaid. He just knows exactly what his assignment is. Yeah. Whether it's this or The Boys, or I mean, even there's one of the Star Treks when he's in the animated one. And they have a great crossover. He's in the live action one as the same character.
Oh, okay.
And he plays it as a cartoon character come to life. And there's no like, my hand is made of flesh. It's just that he plays it. He's considering his lineage, it makes sense. He knows how to act.
My favorite roles of Jack Quaid are when he's playing Jack Quaid for like 50 to 80% of the movie, and then he's suddenly like a different thing. And this movie does that very well. Where yeah. It's like
I was ready to go in cheering him because I thought he was the main character. I thought.
Yeah. But and again, not to spoil things, but there's definitely his performance takes some turns, and it's really good. It's convincing the whole time, and it's one of those things where I've only seen this movie actually once. I'd love to go back and watch it again and just kind of see that his flaws are kind of there from the beginning. He's just really well at hiding them.
Yeah. Try and watch with someone who hasn't seen it, and just watch them when they're right. surprised by it.
Yeah. But yeah, and then like you said, Sophie Thatcher, she's just incredible in everything that she's in, and her playing this type of character is really fun to watch. I like Man, it's such a difficult movie to talk about without.
I was going to say there's really because the one I wanted to the acting wise I wanted to mention a language bit, but to say anything about it is it would be like heralding how great she was, but it's also like then it kind of you
go watch this movie.
Okay. Let's go. We can't without spoiling it. We can say it's very fun. Mm-hmm. It's dark as midnight.
Yeah.
And yet funny at the same time. Just a really smart. And this is also one of those ones where, I mean, yeah, I'm old, so I'm not on my phone watching a movie. But this is one where you don't want to have a distraction from it. It's not like you have to watch it. It's not like a Knives Out mystery. We're going to miss a plot. If you're not watching it, there's little subtle bits.
Yeah.
That will pay off in just a few minutes, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Where you want to let yourself watch it and not be distracted by the people that come to the door. But yeah, this is a recommend. And I do feel bad that it's not on my list more as we're talking about it. Mm-hmm. And it's just something that had to go. And it was just I honestly was on there until Silent Night Deadly Night was made for me. And I can't not include a movie that's literally made for me, specifically it's dedicated to me,
Yeah.
All right.
I went through the same thing. It was hard picking 10.
Oh yeah, and next year will probably just be all crap sequels. We'll be like, oh, okay. I think Terrifier 4 would be great. We're at our number 2s. Number 2 is one that we have talked about on the show. Mm-hmm. And just, I think by now we don't talk about spoilers and Bring Her Back. Yeah. Australian, the best thing Australian's given us since Talk to Me. I
was going to say,
their first note, yeah. And then maybe Yahoo Serious, but some Mad Max in there. But no, Bring Her Back. This was the one that it was very close to being my number 1 of the year. Just loved it. Just like was emotionally affected by it. I think we mentioned on the show when we got into it's by now everyone's knows about it. It is a possession story by way of very complicated issues. It is about child endangerment, child abuse, addiction to a point,
disability.
Oh yeah. And just expertly made. It's a couple of and I'm not in minority. A couple of Yahoos made it, but they're just so such an eye. The twin brothers.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to take away from them. They know they hired the greatest crew because who they have as far as the production, the set design, but also the cinematography of this it's got to be. It's everyone putting their part into it. Performs the lady from Shape of Water as the big bad, but she's also a lady that you cry for. It's an incredible movie. Mm-hmm. It's a hard movie to watch the first time, but I will tell you it's harder to watch the second time, knowing what's coming up because we watched it in the theater and we saw it again when we're doing it for the show. And I'm like, okay, I'll brush up on it because I want to be fresh and smart. And I'm watching, going, oh, there's a scene coming up in the kitchen. I don't want to go back there again.
Yeah.
And then, but then again, I'm thinking, okay, I know what happened, so I'm not going to be disturbed by it. And say it was, again, not ruining anything. Say it's a car accident in a movie. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't want to see that. But then in your mind, you remember it as, oh, the car hits a wall. But the way it's shot is you're in the front seat and then the wall just hits you because that's how you would feel. The scene in the kitchen, even though I know what's going to come up, you just feel stuff penetrating your face.
Yeah.
It's blood.
You said there's a scene in the kitchen coming up and my mouth started hurting. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Yeah. It's such a well done movie, and I cannot wait to see these guys do next.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this movie is better than Talk to Me. Personally, I think I like it more than Talk to Me.
I can see that. Yeah.
I think Talk to Me is a easier movie to kind of put on and watch, and just like
Talk to Me has that it has like the mask. It has the prop of the Ouija hand. Mm-hmm. So it's really easy to know that movie is the Hand movie, and it has the same thing. Whether it's a hockey mask or a Michael Myers mask, it has a pinhead box. It has that prop,
the icon,
that visual, the icon. There we go.
Yep.
And it is. I made one for Halloween. You have one somewhere in your house, but we won't discuss. The actual proof, yeah. It's a certain smell. But this one doesn't have that central image that can show too much. The poster is great, but by showing it too much, and the reveals to it's just it's a hard movie. It's a very strong, in your face, challenging movie, and it never backs down. But yet, for a movie that's that depressing, for 98% of it, it has an uplifting ending in the middle of the most saddest that I've been in a horror movie in a long time. It's the very ending goes, oh, that's a positive thing. If you're open to that, it's super positive. And the reason I'm always going to love this one, I probably would have, I should have put it higher, because it brought me back to when we got done with the movie. Everyone sat in the parking lot for 35 minutes talking about it, which is what it used to be back when I was a kid, like in high school and college. After the movie, you would sit there, either you go off someplace and have, like a True Romance piece of pie and coffee and talk about it.
Yeah.
But even in the parking lot with people talking about what it was with like-minded people, we sat there and we discussed, and that's where we talked about the ending with that meant with the airplane, and the siblings and all that, and like we're looking on our phones to figure out who was it, actress actually, was she blind?
Yeah.
Where's she from? What was the other guy from? How everyone was just, top shelf.
Yeah, because it's a heartbreaking movie. It hurts so badly sometimes, but it's not a movie that's like, that's the purpose. The reason it hurts so bad, and the reason that it works so well on such an emotional level, is because it is filled to the brim with love and heart and like themes of family and siblings.
It's a movie. It's about loss. Yeah.
And it earns it earns the suffering it's going to put you through, and that's why it's a lot more digestible, I think, because this isn't like a mean movie. It's not a it's just a very loving, sad, funny at times, very, very funny at times. It's just a great time, and I'm blown away that these guys are able to keep putting out such great stuff, especially with the knowledge of where they came from with YouTube and they're just loud nonsense on YouTube, which
When I also let me love. I was like, oh, I thought I had the wrong guys when I was after watching Let Me In, and I go, oh, here's their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be the same name. I must have typed it in wrong. And I'm like, no, I'm just completely want my serious guys to be serious. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to hear more of our thoughts on this one, I think the episode just came out last week, right?
We threw it up as a bonus episode.
Yeah. So that's out now. So go check that out if you want to hear more about our thoughts on that. But for now, my number 2 is Sinners. Man, was it hard to pick the top 2 for me. Yeah. My list went through a few revisions a couple times, and the top 2 were always switching back and forth. But Sinners ended up number 2 for me. I
had it at number 4.
Yep.
And it could have. I think when you had said, "Are we doing off mic? Are we doing it best of or favorite?" And you said favorite. I'm like, okay, good. I don't have to put Sinners at number 1. Like everyone's expecting it, because it is the best made movie, and it's one of those things where in a movie of this many bangers, it's like a far above and beyond what we expect from a movie. But I was so clever doing favorites because I can put it down a bit, so I'm not just
yeah.
A little bit of drama. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, this movie is like you said, it's just so beautifully put together. It's a movie about oppression and music and tradition, and it's just so lovingly put together, expertly put together. Everybody is doing exactly what they need to be doing. Michael B. Jordan shows up twice. With
I still forget he's playing both parts.
Yeah, just 2 amazing performances. And
could he get nominated for Best Actor and Best Supporting?
That would be incredible.
It's possible.
That's kind of mind blowing. That's never happened before.
Yeah, there've been dual role. The last time I've seen someone. This is okay. He plays twins. If anyone's not seen it, I remember Jeremy Irons in the Cronenberg Dead Ringers plays twins. One that you're really with more, and then one's almost like a side character. I'm trying to think of someone else who's actually, and there's got to be a bunch. And I'm just being showing how dumb I am. But Zach Galifianakis on his TV show, The Baskets, he plays a set of twins, and then this one where Louis Anderson plays their mom. And it's like, and I shouldn't compare Sinners with this one I'm about to. Going into it, it's like usually you see the line of sight, when it's a body double behind them, you kind of catch onto it. But it's Baskets and then Sinners. I never once thought, never after the first 5 minutes of going, this is really good. And then it's fall into it, and then I'm like, oh, he's gonna miss. That's him. Come on. And not until you're watching behind the scenes stuff, and then you see both guys there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I'm supposed to be smart. I'm supposed to be like a learned fan of this stuff, and I'm like, oh, there's what? He's not twins? Yeah.
No, it really is. It's mind blowing how he is able to get two solid performances in there that are so. I mean, they're different from one another, the two performances, but they're also twins. So
yeah, that's the thing is everyone else they play him, like I said when we did the show, they play him really opposite, so you can tell which one's which. They're brothers.
Yeah,
I mean they have a lot of things in common, but that's intentional.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
cousins.
the performance it's more of like a Venn diagram than like two circles, and that's how people are too, which So it was really cool. It's just I mean, I could go on forever about Sinners, but we already did that. So once again, if you want to hear
another
more,
one we did an episode of, yeah.
If you want to hear more about our opinions on Sinners, check that out. That's been out for a little bit. So
okay, so my number one of the year, which again we won't talk about too much because we did discuss it at length when it came out, is Del Toro's Frankenstein. I've now I watched this 3 times now, which when it's a monster size length is a lot for me. This is kind of the same thing as Sinners, where it's almost a cheat saying that it's my favorite when it's so well made. Because this could have been up for best film, and this is one of those things where you never doubt it's an actual world they're living in. You never doubt that it's real. It's not a set. It's not tricked in. I've been a fan of Del Toro since Hellboy. Then I went back and I found like Backbone and then Kronos and everything else. I mean everything the guy's done. One of my absolute favorite guys to talk, listen to him talk movies. He's there. Anytime he has a movie coming out, go find his director talks with whoever it's going to be. It's enlightening. He's so honest. And this film is such a beautiful, beautiful movie. They had to win me over because I'm a dumb little boy. Like I said in the episode, I was initially not onto it because I'm like, this is not Boris Karloff. Like, I don't know what I expected. They're gonna bring him back like through magic. And there's just enough different where I'm like, this is great, and it wasn't like I was hating it. I was just kind of like, oh, why am I not, why am I just sort of not gelling with it, jiving with it? Mm-hmm. And then when I kind of somewhere, it was the blind man in the woods scene where I kind of like realized that's when it won me over. And then the second 2 and 3 screenings of it I watched, then I'm just like, this is the greatest thing ever. I want this to play in a loop in my house. I just want the sound on. I want the soundtrack. We've bought the making of book. For a movie that's technically free on Netflix, we've spent a stupid amount of money driving an hour to go see it in the theater, of buying the making of book, of already pre-buying the Blu-ray. You can't list it anywhere because it's going to have the scenes on it. Just absolutely my favorite of the year.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. I dare you.
No, I had this one as my number 6. And I was a little bit, I remember when I was making my list, because I didn't know it was on your list at the time, I was hesitant. I was like, am I misremembering? Like, this movie feels like it was incredible, but like, was it the top 10 horror movies of the year? Because I it had been a while since I watched it. And then when I saw that it was on your number 1, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, this was just a fantastic movie. I don't know why I have like hang-ups on it. Maybe because it's an adaptation or something, but, yeah, this beautiful movie.
You loved Nosferatu from last year.
Yes, yeah.
So it might be like a double dip as far as the classics being remade. See,
yeah.
It might have tarnished a little bit.
Maybe. But yeah, this movie is so just. I mean, you could take any avenue of filmmaking and talk about that aspect of this movie. Like the shots are incredible. It's beautiful. The sets are amazing. The performances, the writing, everything is just so perfect. Like it all just comes together so perfectly to make this movie that is so poetic and beautiful, but also like completely accessible. Everyone could enjoy this movie. It's not like it's not up its own ass, I guess. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's just a really beautiful movie. And it's easily my favorite like Frankenstein product ever. I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm glad that it kind of popped off a little bit because I saw a lot of people talking about this. I saw a lot of people that I know personally that are not horror fans that loved this movie. So, even outside of like the horror genre, it's just a great movie, and yeah, well deserving of a number one spot, I think.
Yeah. And it's rewatchable. I mean, I've caught things, and been told things that I didn't catch the first time. One of the minor things, all the little foreshadowings in there that my wife pointed out was one of them was the beautiful coffins. Spoiler alert: people die. They're in a coffin, they get buried. The sarcophagus, whereas there's like a window into the lid, and it's carved in roses as you see the person's face that goes on there. And later on, a character is wearing a costume. It looks just like that. It has rose, like the hair looks like roses. Oh, wow. And I'm like, oh, they're telling you that person doesn't make it. And again, but like, that's such a, it's just, but then they enter in that costume, you're uneasy and you don't even know why. It's because part of your brain goes, that's a coffin. That's a coffin outfit,
Yeah.
But yeah, the bits with the butterfly, the leg coming, I mean, all this stuff.
The color, the use of color in this is really good too.
Yeah.
A lot of colors associated with certain characters.
And that's another thing. I'm not smart enough to catch that in the first viewing, and then in the second and third, then I'm spotting, oh, here, this is the family color, this is that family's color. Yep. This is yeah.
The mother's like trying always red, and the father's always black, and things like that. Yeah. And
when the color gets less saturated, yeah, I still want to live in a boat. I want that boat. Yeah, absolutely.
It looks cozy.
There's Netflix has a documentary on there, like a good 45-minute one, that I'm assuming will probably be on the eventual Blu-ray. And they go through and then all the work and the models and the notes and the script and all this kinds of this. I thought about buying the script. I work. I'm very poor. But the set designer on the boat, they point out that the captain's quarters can't exist because it's dead center and he wanted everything to be centralized. But the main mast would go through the captain's quarters. And I'm like, and Del Toro goes, I don't care. I don't care where it is. Just imagine it stops. I'm watching it for the third time. I'm going, yeah, that's right there in that room. And that the room where the monster goes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't exist. But I don't care. I don't care at all.
Just say it was on purpose, like with Kubrick with The Shining.
As long as he said he knew about it, because they brought it up to him that it can't be there, and when he said he didn't care in the making of it, then I'm like, then it's fine. It's an intention, like Kubrick, like The Shining, where the windows don't line up, and he
right.
I still love this one, how it does work. Oh, it's a weird thing when they follow the book that closely. In the book, you're not, at least when I read it, it's been a while. You don't know that you kind of think that Victor talking is lying. You don't know if you believe or not. So when the monster shows up, the big scare there is, oh, he's actually real, because you're kind of thinking he's full of crap, talking to the captain, confessing his sins, why he's out in the middle of nowhere, chasing by a monster. I mean, you didn't make a monster, you liar. So when he shows up in the book, you're supposed to be, oh, it's scary, but also then you realize all the things that have happened actually happened, the double scare. And here they just kind of like, instead of doing that, because they can't, it's a visual thing.
Yeah.
Then the monster goes, well, here's what actually happened, and then he tells his backstory, and I'm just like, I love it. I just love it so much.
Yep. Yeah, and I almost feel like they had to kind of do it this way too, because that opening scene is so good, the attention grabbing when he first shows up and is fighting everybody, and it's so brutal and violent. It's
it's so in your face. Yeah, because they don't get as violent again in the whole movie.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's just that opening scene. Then okay, we've set it up. It's like Del Toro goes, okay, I can smash a guy into a yo-yo. I want you. We both know I can do it. I'm going to show you I did it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about our feelings for an hour and about how it's a story about my dad and about my kid. Yeah. But just remember, I can pretzel a guy.
Yeah.
Like nobody else. Yeah.
Well, he'll reminds us later in the movie too when he's fighting the wolves. It's like the only other time that it gets really brutal. It's like holy moly.
I still say that the wolves. The CG for the wolves is intentional, so people that love animals don't you're not mad at it, because I go, okay, now it's a fake wolf, go ahead and then you can blow up his face,
get after it,
because it looks all right. Now the number one film you have, dear sir, is
longtime listeners may know that I've been wanting to talk about this movie since I watched it, and I'm so excited to finally be able to talk about Weapons. This was hands down my favorite movie just in general, that came out this year. Zach Cregger's is a genius. And we're gonna talk about spoilers. We have to.
This is one that if you haven't seen it by now, you're not going to want to watch it.
Yeah.
So we're going to spoil the hell out of it because
the internet probably already did spoil it for you anyway.
We saw it we saw it like the first night, like on a Friday, and I don't usually do that. And it was ruined by Sunday. So I'm glad we saw it that first day.
Yeah. This popped off like nothing else I've seen for a movie like this. What a weird movie to become so popular online that everyone was talking about it, because it's not a franchise movie. You know, it's a completely original thing that a lot of people just connected with, and I love to see when that happens, especially when it's something like this that is so over the top. So again, spoilers. This movie will leave you completely confused for like 80% of it. Then it finally explains what's happening. And from that point on, the foot is completely on the gas pedal. You have no time to think or breathe, and everything is just chaos. And it just keeps building and building into this beautiful crescendo of children ripping a woman apart with their bare hands.
And you're cheering while it happened.
I was crying, laughing. It was the most fun I've ever had in public, I think. Yeah, it's everything I wanted it to be. It's a type of movie that I know. All of my favorite horror movies always end when I watch with my wife. They always end the same way. The credits start rolling, and she looks at me and she goes, "I know you loved that movie." And usually she didn't. This time around, though, I think she did enjoy it as well. But holy cow, what a great movie! Great performances, so many characters that it's easy to forget about them, even though they're all so incredible and memorable. It's so scary, so creepy. So many shots of this are just so upsetting. But yeah, just
the story, if you haven't watched it yet, so we're not going to synopsis, but it follows one night, all the kids in a class just run away, BB buffet friend style down the street, and then they disappear. One kid doesn't, and then the teacher whose class is gone, everyone's pointing fingers at her. They've questioned her. Is it Julie Garner? No, not Julie. I forget her name.
She's incredible.
Yeah, she said it. She's
in Wolfman.
Wolfman, Fantastic Four. This did the prequel to Rosemary's Baby on TV. I think she's a rock star. She's from Ozarks, the Jason Bateman show. Okay. But it goes through. So then, the one boy who's there with his family still, they're kind of weird. The cops are all confused by it. Families who've lost, and again, heady stuff, because in the families whose kids have just disappeared, they don't know where they are, dead or alive. It follows the teacher who goes to school, and then they've been meeting with the whole school. Why is she here? Let's beat the crap out of her. Let's chase her down, and she's drinking because I want to drink after just watching. I wanted to drink, let alone have been in my class. The principal's a character. Everyone is such an absolute, could be, if this wasn't a horror movie, this could be like a movie of the week kind of thing. And every character could be the central character. Like if this happened, and hopefully this can't happen. It's sci-fi. But if it did happen, there would be a movie of every character, of every real life person. Cause they're so drawn out. They're so the principal, I think,
and the movie I was gonna say the movie is almost edited that way too. Where it's in like titled sections, following these different characters, and it kind of goes back and forth through time. You follow one character and you're like, why did this random thing happen in the middle? And then later on, like 2 sections later, we see a different perspective and it all kind of clicks.
I think I described it as being like Pulp Fiction, and my head was up my ass because it's not going back and it's not telling out of order to make it more interesting. It's just when it tells a story. And then, like as if by magic, the movie itself goes, okay, now you need to know what this guy was doing. I'm going to go back and do that.
Yep.
By the way, you need to know what this character was doing instead of doing it in traditional order, which wouldn't be as good. I mean, it would still be a great movie, but you wouldn't have that mystery of what's going on. There's confrontations when people show up, and you're wondering why, and then
it's just masterful storytelling.
And there's such strong bits in there, which I'm never going to forget. The fork in the face.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned Aunt Gladys yet. And I don't know if I need a prequel with her because I hated her. I mean, I loved her.
Yeah.
In the movie, I loved her, but I hate her so much. It's kind of like, oh, she was so great. I mean, Amy Madigan just all the Oscars, all the praise. I never want to see her again because I hated her that much. Right?
She's so upsetting.
So upsetting, and it's just such, and it's such. It's much like Sinners. When you're watching it, you know they made a movie, and you are thinking exactly what they want you to think when they want you to think it. When they reveal certain things, there's a bit with a cop who's not good, and then like he falls off the wagon, and then they explain why. But it's just I want to watch it again. I don't understand the gun floating over the house.
Yeah,
but I want it there. If you take it out, I wouldn't want it missing. It's just something that I don't get. It's kind of like in a chili. I don't know where the pepper's at, but I'm like I want it to be in there. As far as being a great movie that you were saying, this is like my top movie ever in my life with an audience. It goes back to like the top three, the three being, not that we're ranking every movie ever made, was the number 3 would be Back to the Future, because when we got done, the audience clapped. I know that some people have audiences that clap, and I'm like, they can't hear you. But again, my mom clapped for Back to the Future. She loved it so much, you know?
Yeah.
And then Tim Burton's Batman in '89, because the whole audience was just so happy. And it was one of those kind of things where they're talking to the screen a little bit, and it was just such a neat thing. And then one lady was like calling Alfred Albert. Oh, it's Albert. And we're like, is that his name? Like, this is '89. Was a movie every 5 minutes. And then when Keaton goes over and goes, thanks, Alfred. And then the lady behind us goes, oh, it's Alfred. And the whole audience goes, yeah, Alfred. Like we were all on the same page. It was just this weird communal. It could have been annoying.
Yeah.
But the ending of Weapons, because it's like there's been a couple of this year where they're kind of funny, and you don't know, like Together, which was on my honorable mentions, the Franco movie, which is very funny. But I'm kind of like, okay, is this funny out loud? Because like there's a certain scene where they're stuck in a certain way, and I kind of laughed, and I felt like the people next to me who I don't know, they're not laughing, so I'm not going to laugh because I'm going to be the weirdo who laughed at that scene.
Yeah.
But at Weapons, it's no one was laughing. There's little giggles at a certain point, but then at the end, when the kids are free, and then they just children of the corn, but they're heroes, and they're also they're damaged. They're gonna never leave therapy their whole life. It's very sad, but they break out, and they find the girl that's attacking again. Everyone's seen this, and they're chasing her, and there's just then the look on her face when Aunt Gladys is like, oh
yeah,
I'm screwed.
Yeah.
She takes off. The audience tries kind of giggling, and they're tearing through houses, and they're going through houses, and everyone's like, what are you doing?
It goes for so long.
it goes on and on. It's like everyone's kind of giggling, and it's kind of laughing. There's one bit, and this is when my audience lost it, and then we're all, okay, this is awesome. This is Monty Python. And it's been bloody. And there's been mass blood in this movie so far.
Oh, yeah.
But so the kids, we know the kids are chasing Aunt Gladys, and they're all like 12 or 10 or 11. They're little, but like, so one-on-one you can take it, but when there's 12 of them, you know, and they're chasing the background. There's a guy mowing the lawn, and he kind of looks over there, and he's got the lawnmower, and I think everyone in my theater kind of goes, oh, like the lawnmower is gonna come up. Someone's gonna flip the lawnmower. It's gonna be like Dead Alive, you know, some Peter Jackson stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone's kind of like, because they run, and then he turns the mower off, and you're like, oh well, it's not gonna turn it back on. In between two houses in the background, you see Gladys. Yeah.
Yeah, the scream is so perfect.
And it comes up, and it's the Doppler effect. Is yeah. And then it's just a smattering of kids running past it, and it's a lock shot. And they're just the arms are back, and they're chasing her, and the audience just got it. Everyone's laughing, and then so we're laughing, and we're still laughing because it's like an hour and a half tension break. So everything we've been afraid of for the last hour, it's all coming out. It's very organic. And then they catch her, and they just beat the DNA out of her, right? And my audience was just clapping and laughing, and no one was saying like, "Go get her." And we're all aware that we would never cheer on no matter how bad the movie is. If someone were to walk in the back, they're trying to go see Zootopia, and they walk on this one instead, they're ruined. But it was just this. It was this weird. Catharsis epiphany, and I've never walked out of a horror movie like this. The whole audience is laughing, making eye contact, like, "Hey, wasn't that pretty good?" Yeah, I don't know who you are, but it was. And then absolutely my favorite of my life, theatrical, anything, whether it's a comedy, whether it's a James Bond movie. It was just the best audience reaction to the thing ever.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I saw this one with my parents actually, and my wife, and my mom she was just over for Christmas, and she mentioned that she doesn't think that she's ever heard me laugh that hard before, like in my entire life. But I was about.
It's funny because you're a very funny guy. You tell a lot of
I
jokes,
love laughing.
but you're a good laugh and you're an easy laugh. But like it is great. How did she raise you to like? Okay, the funniest thing ever that my son's ever done is watched 12 kids murder a helpless old lady that wearing a wig.
Yeah. I want to talk about my favorite moment in that scene too. So yeah, you mentioned that they're running through houses and stuff. So it's just a family, like they're sitting down watching TV, and suddenly Gladys runs through screaming, just and in through the back door, through the living room, out through the front door. And they're like, what the hell was that about? And then the children come through and completely smash through the windows and everything. And it's just chaos. And so then they're reacting to that like, oh my God, what is happening right now? And then we see a little bit later on when they're still like dealing with what they just, what just happened to them. We have another main character come through the house as well, following after the kids, because his kid is one of the kids in the murder party. And so I think one of the like the little girl in the house is just like, oh, there's another stranger in our house. And they're like, oh God, it's not over yet.
There's more. What's going? Yeah,
it's so funny and yeah, just beautifully made, and I want to watch it 1,000 more times. And
that ending is just unlike the ending of Bring Her Back, which is probably why it should be above. Ending of Bring Her Back, to get that emotional state, you have to watch the whole thing again and go through it again to have that little bit at the end of the happy ending.
Yeah,
I can rewatch the last 10 minutes of Weapons and feel it all again. Yeah, it's had a loop in my brain. It's just that ending is just. But again, I mean, if it ended any other way, I don't know if the film would work. Because and the way this is marketed, this is probably why it should be the top. Besides, everything's great about it. But it was marketed as trying to be this year's Hereditary. This is so scary. We can't talk about it. This is going to be in a world.
Yeah.
Because you can't market it, because you can't say it's going to be funny, because you're not laughing for an hour 20.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then at the end, if like, because you can watch it, I bet you if I'll never watch this and not remember it's the fun ending. Unless I get really, I can't wait for senility. I can just watch this again.
There you go.
But I mean, I wonder if by myself, things to look forward to. I wonder if by myself, if the ending would play as funny, or if it would play like at home. If I've gotten up right before the ending happens, up that I get up and go pee. Mm-hmm. Because let's face it, at least 2 sandwiches. If I came back to watch the ending,
you froze again in the middle of that. If you want to, you were.
But saying, I mean, if I everyone that's just watching this, it doesn't matter. But I mean, if I had stopped it at home and I didn't know how it was going to ending, would the ending play as horrific? Would it play as victorious for the kids, or would it still play funny? I don't know.
Yeah,
like because for me it was the theater that didn't blink for the last, that didn't breathe for the build up to that part. When they start waking up, we were all dead quiet because we're like, we don't know if they're gonna get hurt or turn on the mom and dad kind of thing, or the dad with Thanos.
Yeah.
Just such
it's so tense. And it's almost like, so the way that the magic works in this is that it's triggered by a stick breaking. And it's almost like the tension in that moment is broken when he breaks that stick, because it gives you all the context you need. When that kid snaps that stick in half, you know exactly what's going to happen next. And so does every other character in the movie. They all react. But it's during a very tense moment where it's like, you really like these characters and they're in very serious danger up until this exact moment. And then it's just like, okay, now the tension's gone. Everything is just crazy, and it's just just have fun for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
It's just such a great time.
Well, and the genius is also that the build before that with the magic has been turned on other people as the target, because the people become weapons, hence the title. So you've seen like the principal go after the teacher with such insane like 28 days later ferocity, and then the other guy, and then there's no pulling back. It's just they're going to kill you unless you kill them, kind of thing.
Exactly.
So what's going to happen. So at the end, when it turns that way, and it's 12 of them, and they're going that way, like you've been trained to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, I really like Barbarian as well.
I was gonna ask you about Barbarian. I thought was another movie was so smart.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
this really feels like he used what he learned from Barbarian to kind of lock in this perfect execution for a finale, because Barbarian, it was similar in that you really don't know what's going on, and then about halfway through the movie, the main character completely switches out to be
Mhm.
Justin Long, and it's like, now I really don't know what's going on. Like, how is this even connected to the first hour that we were just watching, or however long? And it does it really well in that movie too. When it finally the shoe drops, it's like, oh, okay, I get it, and it's not as much of an explosive like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Once
finale.
once they let you know what's going on, you're kind of like, okay, I get it. Then
Yeah,
it wraps up, but
yep,
like the wrap up, uh, it kind of follows the setup.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love Barbarian. Barbarian's one of the ones that now I think it's finally getting a home release. I was gonna like go on Mercari and buy like a bootleg, so I had it on my shelf, so I always wouldn't lose that thing. I love
Yeah,
again, but another movie that can't be marketed. Because we went in knowing that there's a twist, which I kind of wasn't. I didn't like that there's a twist, right?
mm,
And then, but then they gave us two twists because the twist, I thought, oh, it's gonna be Skarsgård, Pennywise. He's the
yeah,
bad guy, and it's gonna be obvious. Oh wait, oh he's not the bad guy.
mm-hmm.
So that's the first. Then the twist is, oh no, the whole thing just changes halfway through, and then it's like the guy you thought was the bad guy ends up being a good guy, and now we have Justin Long, and we're all going. He hasn't survived a horror movie ever, so is he gonna be the? What's he gonna? Is he gonna? What's gonna? And I really like that. I love the not knowing. There's a
Yeah,
weird, like a trust thing with a filmmaker. It was like when you don't know what's going on and the confusion, but it's the intentional confusion that you're guided through. And it doesn't have to be like your hand's not being held,
yeah,
but like you trust the filmmaker that at the end it's for a purpose.
yeah,
It's not out of focus. Like if it's out of like a David Lynch, um, it's like he knows how to confuse you. And then I'm not smart enough to catch on sometimes.
mm-hmm.
But this kind of stuff is like they're gonna slow down Jason. Okay, here's what's happening. Here's what we're gonna do. The
Yeah.
stick's gonna break, and I told you a minute ago what's gonna happen. So you can sit back and enjoy this and act like you're all yeah.
It almost feels
Uh,
like the opposite of. Do you ever watch Lost?
we're watching From.
Uh, what's
So
that?
it's take Lost,
Uh huh.
and it's instead of being an island you're trapped on that has no they had no plan to get off of. They're trapped in a small town, and you can't leave because you go out in the woods. It makes you go back to it. It's just one of
Oh,
the same
okay.
actors. Very similar setup to Lost.
Sure.
And I watched like the first year of Lost, and then everyone kind of said they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Like
that's the
they
thing with
don't
Lost. It was like, I'm confused. I don't know where this is going, and I'm not convinced that the
that they know.
showrunner
Yeah,
knows where it's going either.
yeah,
And yeah, that's kind of the opposite of with what Zach Krager is capable of. Because yeah, it's really like it's like, just let it happen.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You'll
Just trust me.
understand when you need to.
I wonder if he had to hold back a little bit on Barbarian, um, to get to weapons. He's like it's almost like hey maybe he has like a crazy ending, and then the money people kind of go, no one trusts you yet. And then when
Yeah,
Barbarian works, okay, we'll give you the floating gun.
yeah,
We can kill
yeah,
Aunt Gladys because the next movie is going to be the
yeah.
last half an hour is going to be a radio show. It's going to be no visuals. It's going to go to a cartoon kind of thing.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, this has been a year of a bunch of people that I cannot wait to see what they do next.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think everyone on here, like going back to the like Macon Blair, Toxic Avenger. I can't wait to see what he does next. We've already seen what happened with Osgood Perkins. He's made Keeper. I really liked also. I can't wait for the Final Destination, what that does. And that's not even the filmmaker. That's just what the franchise does next.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really excited about that.
We
Um,
got Talk to Me Too coming out soon, right?
I'm very curious about how they're going to make that. Um, if it hadn't been for bringing her back, I talked to me too. I had it. I had enough of the first one, but now I'm like, it's gonna be something special.
Yeah.
And then all the conjecture about what is the follow up to. I mean, I don't want another Sinners. I want to have more from that team.
Yeah.
But like Frankenstein, is Del Toro going to do family opera? Is he going to do another gothic masterpiece, or is he's going to do bad day? He's going to do. I don't know what he's going to do. That's what I love about it. I don't know what he's going to do
Yeah,
next.
I don't either, but I'm gonna watch it probably.
Oh yeah, I know we're keeping Netflix no matter what just for that show. So
Yeah.
just to watch it on a loop.
It's no longer the Office app, it's the
Yeah,
Frankenstein app.
yeah. That's why we have Peacock for the exact reason, just so I can watch Parks and Rec.
Should we take a little time here to talk about what we have planned for the month of January?
Coming up, we're going to be doing it.
Yeah.
And we're not sure 100% what the layout's going to be. If it's going to be all 4 weeks, if it's going to be um, the book and then the movie. But yeah, it's going to be it January, which is I think
Yes.
the best way to start it up. So
Yeah, I'm super excited. I have not started Welcome to Derry yet, but that's what I think we're for sure we're going to end on Welcome to Derry.
yeah, that's the plan to land on that. Yeah.
Um,
So next week we'll be doing probably the miniseries.
yeah.
The original, the Tim Curry one.
Yep. And I'm so excited. I love that movie so much.
That's one that I played the VHS till it wore out.
I was
Yeah, the double tape thing, and it was just
yeah, I watched it too much as a child. Was terrified of it, and then
that explains a lot about you, dear sir. Yeah.
and then watched it again as an adult, and just I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
But until then, you can follow us on all our socials on the bottom of your screen there at TDMMVI pod. Everywhere on the bottom of the screen. I already said that. You can also email us directly at tdmmvipod@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts, your top 10. What does the gun mean? Any thoughts? But yeah.
What should have been number one? What was your choice for number one?
Yeah, why are we wrong for not liking? I don't even want to say. Honestly, I can't even think of a horror movie that came out this year that I didn't.
The couple that I would put on. I mean, I really liked Keeper. Osgood Brick's other one, and I probably, I still haven't seen VHS Halloween, which was up there.
Yeah, that was.
And I do want to see that one. There's a
Yeah, that was on my original list, and it got bumped when I watched. Which one was it? Oh, it was The Long Walk.
The Long Walk. Yeah.
Yeah, that bumped it off. But yeah, I like that movie. Shout out to VHS Halloween. All right, well, let's wrap it up here. Yeah, until next time, we're going to be talking about it. I'm Jesse Spitzer.
And I'm J.R. Lees.
And this has been Double Maybe View It. Thanks for watching.
All right, thanks, guys.